Welcome to the Hobonichi Weeks week. Hello, welcome back to this channel or welcome to this channel. My name is Jackie and I'm a planner, journal and coffee addict. Today we are continuing with our Hobonichi Weeks week, but I have a video that can be useful even if you are not using a Hobonichi Weeks. So this time I'm going to share with you tips and tricks and also my process of setting up a planner. Of course, the images will be specific about the Hobonichi Weeks, but as I already told you, you can use this with whatever planner that you are going to use for next year. So if you want to see the tips I have to share, just keep watching. The first tip I have to share here is just for you to get comfortable. I know this may sound lame, but it is true. It is something that you need to savor, you need to enjoy. So for me, that means wearing comfortable clothes, sometimes pajamas, and getting a hot beverage. And I start by doing just that, getting a cup of coffee or any hot beverage that you like, because it makes this process more enjoyable. And also it's getting colder and colder whenever we are setting up for a new year, usually depending on where you live. And it just helps you to stay warm and comfortable and feel cozy to enjoy your time with your planner. When I was back in rings using ring-bound planners, I used it to set a very long time to set up my planners. So I would just like go online and buy all of these scrapbook papers, then I would do my own dividers and I would laminate them and just really think about that process. But when I made the shift to no rings, because I'm not using any rings at the moment, I really missed those moments. Like I usually would stay like an afternoon and it will be just me and my planner, and I will do that once a year or every season, and it was just a me time that I really enjoy it and that I miss so very much. So I try to bring back that to whenever I'm using a non-ring bound planner, and that's by having a hot beverage with me, feeling comfortable sitting in my office, and that's just a time where I can spend with myself and sometimes Gilmore Girls. The second tip I want to share today is to pick your cover, and I'm telling this in the order that I actually do my setup. So I like to go through all of my covers for that specific planner that I'm going to use, and sometimes I just pick one or two if I'm very undecided or in doubt of what I'm going to use, and then I just see if I will need a cover on cover to use with that specific cover. So I think I'm going to start the year with my gallon leather cover, because I have not used it and I think it goes really well with this beautiful cover that I chose for my wigs. And as I already told you in my covers collection video, and I will link that up here, this cover is bigger than the Hobonichi Weeks, even though it's made for the Hobonichi Weeks, but that's because it's made for you to use with a cover on cover. So for this specific cover, and oh my god, how many times can I say cover in one video? Anyhow, you will need a cover on cover. So I just have here my cover on cover collection, and I'm sorry if there is a lot of glare because they are plastic. So I usually go through each one of them just to choose like the one I want to use with that specific cover. I don't want to cover it so much. Oh my god, I swear I'm not doing, like, it's not on purpose. But maybe I don't want a plain one. I just want a colorful or a designed, a pattern one. So let me try that, and that's what I'm going to do. And I will just add the cover on cover on my cover and see if I enjoy it. The third step to set your planner up is to decide how you are going to use that planner. And I know that seems quite odd to think about that just now, but usually we are thinking about that for a while, even before we buy the planner. But I usually like to just decide for the aesthetic, like the cover and cover and cover, and then to decide how I'm going to use it, because I'm always not really sure how I want to use a planner, and of course I will change my mind as the year goes by. But I think I have decided to use these as a journal, a weekly journal / personal planner, and I talked a little bit about it on my Hobonichi Weeks ideas video that I will also link up here. And that's important for us to decide before going to the next step. And if you are not someone like me that is never sure how you want to use your planner, you can probably just skip this step all at once. The fourth step or trick or tip for you to set up your planner, your Hobonichi Weeks in this case, is to pick up the accessories that you want to have with you most of the time. And that's why it is important for you to have at least an idea of how you want to use your planner and or what you are using your planner for, because there are a couple of accessories that you can keep with you in your cover or in your together in your planner that will make your life easier with that planner, that you won't have to go back to your stash or to your office or to your bag if you just want to write down a couple of notes. So that can be washi tape samples, that can be stickers, or the pen that you are going to use with that planner. And I like to just think about that and have it all together and ready for me to add to my setup. The fifth tip that I have for you today is to do a pre-setup, if that makes sense. So the way I do that, and you probably already saw that on my tips and tricks to start using your Hobonichi right away, is to use post-its. And I've done that for the notes section on my weeks. As you can see here, I just think about how I'm going to use that space for, and sometimes I make a list beforehand, and then I just add post-its telling me what I want to do in that specific page, and that helps a lot when I'm actually setting that page up. So I think this is a good tip for you to do with whatever planner you are using for next year. The sixth tip that I have here is for you to prepare your pages, and that can be the note section on the weeks, which is the one we need to prepare beforehand usually if you are using it as a bullet journal, or it can be your inner covers, and you can add stickers, you can draw, you can doodle, you can add a collage, or you can watercolor, you can do whatever you like to those pages. For me, I like to keep it really simple, so I just add the clear pocket that we receive with our weeks, and I also like to add a couple of stickers in this first page right here. And also I like here, I just added like stamps with my word for next year. I usually pick up a word for the year to set the tone for that year, and my 2020 word will be true, and I will talk about that in another video, but I just like doing that like to this page. So you can just prepare the pages as you like, and you can make it colorful, you can make it fun, and you can spend time with your planner before it started. So it's a win-win. Now, the seventh and final step is to actually set up your planner. So I already added the cover on cover, and now I will add the planner to my cover. And as you can see, now it fits better than if it was just the planner without the cover on cover. And I will also have here a couple of things. So I have my washi tape samples. I have this Miss Dior sample as well that I really enjoy because I love the smell of this perfume and I think it looks cute. And you just need to decide where you want to add your things and make it happen. And also the pen I'm going to use for that specific planner. And I also like to add a couple of stickers that I know I will be using for that specific time. So I just have here they stick with the Plan Co stickers that I'm obsessed about it, and I will link her shop down below. This is not sponsored at all. I bought these and I'm just in love with them. So I like to add them somewhere in my planner so I can have them wherever I like to use them. And that's basically what I do. I will keep adding stuff as I go, as I start to really do the setup of my planner. And of course, I will do a planner setup video quite soon, but that's it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.